Jeez.
I mean, I'm from the Netherlands. Wait, how far is Oregon from New York?
Opposite ends of the country.
Okay.
Yeah, basically.
Now, is it feasible that we drive that far in a week without
kind of.
noticing?
Here,
It's
let me.
it's the not noticing part.
I'm keeping my rations out of the bag. I'm only putting stuff in my bag to hold once.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it would only take 41 hours to really make that drive. That's like straight though. And you guys weren't going west.
Yeah. Something's funky.
Assuming we were in like New York City, we basically.
Yeah, I'm like on my phone trying to figure out like distance between New York and.
Funny, you should mention that.
Oh, my phone.
The rain.
As you step back out into Walmart, you've still got basically the protection of the Walmart sign shielding you from the rain. And as you pull out your phone, you see you can still see the time. You see right now it's about like 1:30 in the morning. You see that your Wi-Fi and data symbols both read no connection and no bars.
Oh man.
And as you guys head further north into the village, I would like for Julian, Yurtle, and Gale to make perception checks.
Oh, I'm looking at my
I'm
phone.
sorry for you, Julian. Yeah, you are.
I mean, you could take a 15.
Julian, you're scrolling through your phone, like trying to figure this out, how this possibly could have happened.
Yeah, I'm like holding it up, trying to get a bit of signal. And...
Elliot's cigarette smoke just kind of adds to the fog as you guys walk through the rain. Yurtle, you hear like the desperate sobbing of a woman coming from one of the houses. Immediately across the street from the Blood on the Vine tavern, as everyone else just kind of walks past it and into the place. It's very hard to pick up. There's a lot of walls in play, and it's like hearing it over the rain. But you kind of distinctly pick out just like this abhorrent sound of crying.
Guys, I'm gonna go check out something if someone's willing to join me.
Sure.
When I say someone, I mean all of us.
Oh.
Well, I'd much prefer to
Miriam,
not go into a bar, so...
Miriam kind of like walks towards the tavern and says, "I'm tired and I want to get out of the rain."
Okay, fair.
I mean, I can go with Miriam. You guys can go check that if you want.
Who wants to tag along to check out why a lady was crying in agony?
A what?
Wait, in agony? Hold up, what?
Yeah, everyone kind of looks startled as you say that.
Looks like we might have to put her down.
What? No, wait, hang on.
I've already got the gun out.
Perk
Julian,
my
there's nothing you can do to stop this now.
Apparently, that's our option. Well, might have not been agony. She was just either really, really upset or hurt.
As Yurtle starts talking about it, the rest of you can actually hear it now. Just like this very soft, kind of like sobbing, coming from the house to the upper right of where you're all standing, immediately to the right of the Blood of the Vine tavern.
I give Miriam a look that says, like, we gotta. We can't not. Very Jim Halpert, The Office look.
Why can I see everyone's number, but it's like number of health except for Julian?
I am Enigma.
An enigma. I understand.
The inner machinations of my mind are an
That's because Julian gave me a new token with his hair braided, and I forgot to set it so you could see his numbers.
Well, there we go.
So who goes where?
I mean, she's crying. We gotta see what's happening. It could be hurt.
So which way is it going from?
It's coming from that way, this house.
Yeah, I was gonna start walking to the door. Just that door, so it's fucking. Not fucking.
Yeah, getting used to moving the door around again.
Yeah, I'm having to relearn how to move the door around properly. Oh. Wait, is that where the front door is? Like, there? Or is that just some side thing?
Either way doesn't matter.
Either way.
So you're the first in the door.
I go with, but I'm not
Yeah,
first.
I
like
assume-
try and
I'm
convince
assuming
Miriam to come
everyone's
with
going
me.
with, but I need to know who's going in first.
Yodel would be going in first, I guess.
I would be behind Yodel. I
Hmm.
love
Are you
Marty's
sure about
female.
that? Are you sure you want to be second through the door?
Maybe let the
I
boy with the
mean-
gat.
There's a chance you have to be able to push Yodel off you if he gets pushed back onto you.
You're
I-
a frail boy with a
Fair
-3
enough.
strength. I've got a
mean-
gun.
Fine.
You're just going to shoot
I
Yodel
mean,
and push his
Leku has a gun as well now.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Yordle, can
Yeah.
you scroll on the map till you find your token?
But mine is bigger.
Oh, okay. I see now.
Yeah, found my token.
I forgot mine.
Oh, I see mine, but I'm in pitch blackness apart from a fucking sliver of
I
light.
can't see him.
I assume we haven't stepped in yet.
There we go.
So Yordle and Leku, you two both walk in first, and Yordle, you see
Yeah.
this rancid, dark, sort of living room of a house with sort of dirt and mud kind of caked into the carpet, and you see sort of this static television just kind of churning out this like abhorrent sound.
Ugh. That's like
As you sort of
Silent
some like
Hill.
knocked over furniture and just kind of muddy footprints kind of splatter through the house.
There's TV.
Leku and Dante, you can only really see through the static of the TV.
Dancing lights.
My lantern would still be on as well.
The 4 light boys into the room. Oh yeah. Spread these boys out.
Oh, I can't see anything right now.
Yeah.
Oh, there I am.
Ah.
Okay.
Ah.
It's
Yodel's going to go try carefully turn off the TV.
Yellow.
Yeah, no, it's weird.
'Cause it's green and buzzing.
My
Aren't they normally like blue or some shit?
my lantern.
Do you think that the green is just the fact that Roll20 has weird tokens?
Is radius the?
But it's staticky.
Staticky.
it's
I'm gonna-
white and black static. I'm
I'm,
guessing.
I'm,
Is
I'm
the
going
radius
to
the
turn
hole?
the TV off. Yeah.
It's the Matrix.
Because my lantern does 30 feet radius and an additional 30 feet in dim.
Yeah.
So my lantern fucking lights up.
Yeah, you probably light up.
For the purposes of right now, it's going to be a little bit dimmer than that.
Yeah, I turn it to half speed.
Is Julian's lantern on?
Should have bought a flashlight.
Actually, yeah, we should. Note, buy a flashlight in the morning.
Dante, you have your phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. It's not a real flashlight though.
It's
No,
definitely
no.
not. But if you want to, you could.
This cupboard might have a flashlight.
So, there's a door to the left of us, or is that where we entered?
That's where you came in.
Uh,
Is Miriam and Elliot coming in with us?
They're basically still in the doorway. They're not coming into the house yet.
I told Dante to
but
look
it's-
for a light switch. Dante, look for a light switch.
There's usually one by the door, so I start there.
hello?
Dante, make an investigation check.
Okay. I for investigation. And I nail it. As
There isn't a light switch anywhere around the door, which you think is weird, but not like something's afoot. It's just kind of weird house design. You're thinking maybe this is like an older house.
Okay.
And you start kind of pacing around, and you see across the room there is a light switch, or at least there used to be. You see that the light switch itself is there, dangling by the wires, as if it's been ripped out of the wall.
Oof. Does it look like it'll still work if I flip?
You can see that some of the wires have been like completely ripped through, and you doubt it.
Do you guys have light?
Hey, you guys, I'm gonna be I'll stand at the door outside just in case something tries to sneak up on us.
Alright. I'm gonna search this
prefer
like
that.
rubble here. What's going on here?
I'm gonna... Julian, you've got light. I'm gonna move my lights in this way.
Gale, Leslie's going to stay out there with you,
Sup, Gerald?
and so is Elliot, but Miriam's going to go in there with them.
Hello? Anyone?
Hello?
Yeah, is this anything of note in this?
You
smashed
see
pot?
that there are 3 vases that have all been smashed. As if someone like put their arm on this side of the table and just like slid it across, breaking everything on it.
Ugh. What's in them?
By the looks of it, nothing.
Where's my girl? Not safe.
Oh yeah. there she is.
Which door do you wish... can we hear where the crying is coming from?
Oh, that room definitely. You can hear it much louder now. Just this woman's like sobbing and screaming, just like this.
Oh no.
Guys, it's in here.
Once everyone's close enough, Yale's going to try carefully open the door.
You see the door is
Send
locked.
the light in. Oh.
Oh.
Door's locked. Can't get through. There's a door over there. Maybe we could go. Maybe it's a connected room.
Come here.
Maybe. It's kind of locked.
Why not?
And if you know how to unlock a door.
I'll walk up here real quick and shine the light around.
I'm gonna.
Wait, is that like an outside lock on the door, or is it like an
There's a
inside
There's a
Inside
keyhole,
door.
but there's no lock.
Ah,
The door's locked from the inside.
Yeah.
Key
Yeah.
hand.
Like you see that you're here in some kind of like master bedroom. It looks like.
Yeah.
You see this sort of this like unmade kind of like messy bed. There's a little wardrobe closet. There's a little dresser, and there is a lamp on a wooden table.
Nope. Not a connected room.
Miriam says, "Should we be in here right now?"
On that turn.
Something tells me that in this weird alternate reality, the rules don't really apply anymore.
Weird alternate reality. What do you mean?
I don't know. He said we're in some weird village, right? I don't know.
We're not Oregon.
Seems
We're
we
in
made it
Oregon.
halfway across the United States in less than.
And a weird
Something's up.
taxi driver did take us somewhere. I shake my head and turn, and I kind of like clasp Miriam's face with my hand.
Dante, you never heard of Barovia anywhere in the United States? That has never been a
Barovia,
city
United
name that's been
Barovia.
dropped.
Yeah.
The way you said that sounds sort of mean.
Barovia.
Barovia is a
gonna-
place you've never heard of.
Yeah.
Sounds so demeaning.
knock
Not
on
that
the
Dante
door.
knows every city in Oregon, but he definitely knows that's probably not one of them.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty non-American.
That's not very
Yeah.
American to me.
Well,
I kind of whisper, like, softly, Miriam, I'm not going to let anything happen to us. We're all going to be fine. Don't worry.
Yodel,
I mean, we are already in here. We might as well just see if she's okay.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
but
Yodel-
I'm casting a spell. And it's got verbal components, so I have to say something. And I cast Aid.
On who?
oh.
On Miriam, Dante, and Yertle.
Ah. Sweet.
So all of your healths increase by 5. And I also cast Sanctuary on Miriam.
Nice.
Because that's a bonus action.
Neither of those are concentration. That's pretty good.
I know. It's pretty damn good.
That
And then I
is-
say, Yodel, give it a knock. Well, I whisper it because I don't want to be like loud.
Yeah. Yodel will knock on the door, like,
Are you okay? Hello?
Make a. I know you're not trying to do anything, but make a strength check for me.
make a strength check. No. 14.
You kind of give like a big like,
Yeah.
and as you do, there's a little like metallic from the top of the door, and you see there was a key balanced on the door frame that you have knocked loose.
Oh. Yo.
But the crying stops very abruptly as you knock and ask that, and you hear sort of shuffling around in the room.
I'd be shuffling too if someone knocked on my bedroom door while I was crying.
FBI,
We're-
open up.
We're not here to hurt you. We're here to check if you're okay. Please don't try to kill us. Please don't.
I mean, if it's an American home, that's trespass.
And Yell's gonna pick up the key.
We are, though.
You can still hear like sniffling and
Yeah.
sobbing coming from inside.
Yell pick up the
I-
key,
I ready my gun.
unlock the door, and gently open the door.
Just in case she's strapped.
Just in case she's got like a machine.
Knowing this is Oregon, and yeah,
I
What's
kind
the
of get my
pitfalls of
shield up and
nah, it's just Oregon is like classic Western.
Okay.
Yeah, like he's still got on his bone armor and shit.
and that bone armor.
Last 8
Hello?
hours. Really cool.
No.
One of the lights follows you in there.
Careful in there, buddy.
Yertle,
Yeah,
you
he's
see a woman in sort of this like weird kind of raggedy shawl over this like blue flowery little sundress.
Everyone just pile in.
But before you two barge in packing heat,
No, like he's like just trying to get a good look and make sure his lights are spread out properly.
Yertle, you see this woman kind of bent over by the bed, clutching something in her hands that you think looks like a baby. And she lets out a piercing scream as she sees this big turtle man walk into her door.
Probably not the smartest to let you.
Yeah, maybe that.
You never know what's gonna
I
come
mean, it's
walking
better
through
than
her
the
door.
person wearing armor made out of
I
bones.
know, but
Maybe like the bard or warlock
Yeah, if
with
anything,
really
we
high
should've
charisma.
Should have shoved
Yeah.
the bard in first.
I mean, he was going in there with the door and lit up a
She
smoke.
doesn't even say anything or stop crying. She just looks at you in pure terror, like just quivering with her mouth open.
Big man forgets
And
what
you
he
see
is
she's sort of got like this
sometimes.
bloodshot eyes, like she hasn't slept in days, and she's got like mascara and tears just kind of like streaming down her face.
like he just starts pushing Julian towards the door.
We're not here to hurt you. We're here to help you.
I hand Miriam my shield.
Julian,
I-
you're probably the most tasked for this, so you go. Like he just nudges him towards
Yeah,
the
you
door.
would say that, skeleton man.
Are you okay, ma'am?
Shut up. Go.
Freaking scary. sidle in and put on the. Like, he's
I'd like
deadly
both
tired.
Yertle and
but-
Julian to make just raw charisma checks.
Oh.
I have negative to charisma.
Oh, can I come? Go. I want to use my 15. I want to be charismatic.
You replace mine with a 15
No, I
also.
replaced mine.
He's
With
already
I already
used
used
his
my
other.
other 15.
You guys matched.
Yeah, we did.
And I replaced this one with my last 15.
What'd you use the other 15
That's
on?
a total 19,
Yeah,
right?
actually,
Yeah, I
where
used
did
the
you
other
use your last
one,
15 on?
It was on my arcane, so
The
I didn't
Arcana
hurt
check to
myself.
cast Detect Magic.
Oh,
No, that should still be on. Do I say anything?
You do actually. You see a residue from inside this chest.
Okay, I take note. Do I know what type? Does Detect Magic give type? Or is it
No, it's
identify?
for
Yeah, it
identify.
does.
No,
It
it
gives us.
It gives the
it's
School of
sword
Magic.
Class.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
School of Magic, yeah.
I thought that was just identify.
I don't know if it has one.
I mean, is it not necromancy? Is that the...
Evocation. It's not necromancy.
Okay. Well, yeah, I kind of sidle in front of Yodel in the door, putting on the best, like, innocent, I'm just a boy smile. I'm but a small boy.
She looks less alarmed as you walk in, but she still looks like beyond brokenly, like crying and screaming. Actually, you walking in probably quells the screaming, but she's like sobbing and frantically between you and Yodel.
I kind of kneel in front of her, between Yodel and them, and I offer my hands in like.
Make a perception check.
Okay. I'm just rolling shite today.
You see she has this sort of shape tucked away, like to her chest, as you kind of walk in with this eerie blue lantern.
We're not spooky at all.
And you see this baby-like little bundle she has shows no signs of life. As she kind of clutches it like holding it away from you two.
I'm going to
Dante's done.
cast
Fire.
Calm Emotions. Just on the room.
I wish I had a fire sword.
No, fire. Wait, hold up. Where'd you get fire sword?
It sounded like you said fire sword.
Just
it
make
did.
a
No,
charisma saving throw or be
said your
calmed.
gun fires off.
No, well, the
And I
first time you
also
said it, it sounded like
accept it
fire sword,
for
and I was like, I
myself.
wish I had a fire.
I want to be calmed myself, because I need
Yeah,
to know
we'll
dead
have the fire
babies, man.
sword.
I mean, I can
Jesus.
do Flame Blade eventually.
Everyone in a 20-foot radius. Ooh boy.
Yeah, everyone's gonna calm down.
Just calm.
That's a charisma save for everyone.
So, yep, that.
Or you can just willingly
Unless-
choose to fail.
Yeah.
This is even, like, he doesn't even intend to cast. This is just, like, he
This is an
is
accidental
emotional
spell, yeah,
right now, and he just explodes with, like, everybody calm the fuck down.
Everybody just come.
Fuck
She's
you,
calm.
Mad Mary. Get fucking
Mad
charmed,
Mary.
idiot.
Fucking piece of shit. What are you, idiot baby?
Yeah, also roll for the dead baby.
Yeah, that,
Nah, the baby doesn't have any charisma.
Shit.
thus it passes instantly. It just ignores you.
It is infuriated.
Runs at me with a blind
Gale,
rage.
make a perception check.
Ooh, Dante isn't calm.
Dante is not calm. Gale,
Yeah,
you
can
hear
still-
noises coming from the building behind this one.
Oh boy. I'll go check on it, leaving these guys to watch their ass.
Take Elliot.
Forever angry.
Behind in like a that way direction.
Oh hey, look, it's a vote poster. I pick it up.
A vote poster, you pick it up.
Yeah, you see one of those posters that was in Walmart just on the ground. And you just sort of scoop it up and snatch it. And it's this very, very American-looking sort of patriotic poster that says "Vote for Drake Brooks."
Huh.
Fucking Drake Brooks.
Gail, you see this building looks like some kind of like storage unit or something. It's just got one really big garage door on it.
No.
Am I peeking
Last
something?
time we messed with the garage door, we got freaking.
You see it's lock on it. And you can hear there's like some like weird skittering sound, like bat or something inside.
Oh no.
But it sounds a lot louder.
I'll skitter.
I mean, I'll draw my sword and pat for something to get out of it, but for now, this is none of our business.
I just imagine a really lanky fucking creature with a baby's head stitched on.
Why?
I don't know
Think
why.
of
That's the first
Dark
thing that
Souls
came to
3?
my mind when I heard skittering behind the door.
This woman sort of looks at you, kind of like slowing her breathing as she looks up at you, and you sort of have like this calming presence as you walk into the room.
Have a
And
smile.
the blue light starts to look a little bit more pleasant against the searing, like ghostly blue light that it previously had. And as it kind of melds with the green of the dancing lights, she kind of looks around. She says, "Who are you?"
We're kind of new in town. I'm tired, but we heard someone crying and we had to help because we're good people. Is everything okay? I can't gesture to.
She looks confused and she says, "There's nothing left to take. Just get out!"
I can,
And
I
you see,
can heal.
she attempts to scream and to like get aggravated again, but then just kind of like defaults to kind of like being more calm.
Yeah, that's right.
And she says, "Everything's already been taken."
We're not here to take.
Julian, as you get closer to her, you see that she actually isn't holding a dead baby, she's holding a doll.
Oh, fuck.
But she's still clutching it, like keeping it away from you, like protectively.
I take a deep breath out. Well, if someone took something from you, we can get back. Who took from you?
She says, "The devil.
Oh,
He's taken everything. And now, Gertruda." And you see she sort of cradles the doll against her cheek. Dante, Miriam kind of comes in behind you to kind of like try to like wiggle past you.
Oh,
Retruda. Like,
moving through.
do you wear a purple hat? I'm not thinking of a different.
The woman looks super confused at you.
Never mind.
Um,
Oh, hey guys.
and she says, "My daughter." And kind of looks lovingly down at the doll and kind of like brushes some of like the strands of hair out of its face.
Did
We
the
can get
devil have
door
moths
back.
with him?
Moths?
Like insight? Like, is this just
Yeah.
way off course? Like, has nothing to do with moths at all?
You know of only one person that could really be considered a devil at this point in your life, aside from Satan, his satanic majesty. There is that Mothman. Who's up to
Mothman's
no
got his
good.
business all over this. He's kidnapping people, we know that much. I think. What do we know at this point? Has Gale
No,
told
we
us he's
didn't know
kidnapped
that at this
anyone?
point. We didn't
I
know
Well, he was
mean,
that.
trying to take
Gee.
Julian. That was
Yeah, he does, yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
but he failed.
quite fantastically. But
Yeah.
Julian now thinks he is somewhat connected to this person who was stolen.
I must save me.
Where does the devil take people?
she looks at you like baffled, and then she just points out a window just into the fog.
Huh?
And she says, "The hill to his house."
All right, understandable.
Puff up my chest, feeling very calm. I'm like, if someone's out there stealing babies, we're gonna stop them, right, guys? You can't just steal babies.
Right.
I meet Leku. Don't even start. You mean?
Yeah,
was going-
unless you have
I
a
was
secret
going
and you
to
steal
say-
babies.
No, I was gonna say if there's someone doing evil, it is inherently obvious to stop.
Exactly.
Hmm.
It's a skeleton armor.
She says, "Stop."
We
We're going
Talk about the
to
skeleton
end
armor
with
later.
the
Leave me
devil.
alone.
There is no stop.
There will be.
Shove a Glock in his mouth.
well, I sigh. And I would go to pat her hands, but she's holding doll. It's really late, miss. If we go around, chances are we're gonna run into this devil. We might have run into him before.
I don't know.
We'll ask about Gertrude?
Gertruda.
If your daughter's okay, we'll find a way to get her back.
You have seen the devil?
I look back at everyone like, and if we're talking about the same guy, then yeah, like
Maybe?
big horns, yellow eyes.
Moth
She
covering his
shakes his
face?
head. She shakes her head. Sorry.
Shakes
She shakes my
She
head.
shakes Julian's head.
My
Uh,
brain.
Hey, you leave him alone.
For Kappa.
Yeah, pull out my gun. It's assault.
What's the devil look like then? If not big and
she says,
evil.
"The devil is a man. In shadow, in mist.
This guy's stuff.
He comes every night."
Like tonight?
She nods, but not at you, just like still looking at the baby, kind of just like stroking its hair. She
Wait,
says,
did he take her tonight?
kills, he eats,
He
he
eats?
takes.
Huh? Don't worry, I'm calm.
Oh, Gertruda. And she kind of starts breaking down into sobs again.
Um,
I just look back at everyone kind of grimacing, like, shit, what do we do?
Leku shrugs. I don't think we need another demon in our life, Julian.
Miriam kind of leads forward and says, "If someone took her daughter, we should tell the police."
Tell them in the morning. Police
Yeah.
not there tonight. They're empty. Yeah, I can't turn. Like, where are the police? There's no one there.
She kind of looks down at the door and she says, "The police listen to the mayor."
The mayor? Okay, so we can talk to the mayor.
She looks at you like baffled when you say that and doesn't really offer much insight as to why.
Anyway, we're sort of intruding, so we should probably leave.
I, while talking to her, kind of like Send a mage hand over to open up the chest. Trying to distract her from what I'm doing. It's like if we're around here and we don't like bad people. Your daughter's still out there, then we got to do something to stop it. Like you said, we got to do something that's bad.
As I steal from you real quick.
I'm just open. I'm trying to have a little peek.
Make a persuasion check for me.
Okay then.
Persuade.
Someone say yeah. Someone give me.
She looks up at you with like this shining light,
Oh shit.
and she says, "You'll fight the devil."
Already kind of am.
She kind of like still cradling the doll, kind of like leans forward, like is it like almost if she's bowing at you because she's still like on the ground.
I lean in
And-
thinking it's a hug. Give her a hug. In for a penny,
As
in
you
for
kind
a
of like
pound.
go for the embrace, you kind of have to like kind of wiggle around
Yeah,
her
I
to
kinda-
kind of get to that.
Kind of shimmy.
And as you kind of embrace her, she kind of like clutches you close, and she doesn't smell great. She kind of smells.
I
like
literally
mildew.
live in a dorm room
like-
with Dante Gale, and like, you think our dorm room smells good?
Dante deodorants.
I keep a
Dante
military
deodorant?
standard.
Yeah, but Yodel and
Yertle
Rude.
has prestidigitation in this universe because
and like
multi-classing.
Gar and Varian with their pranks. They're probably
They
throwing
probably
fucking-
they probably counterspell Yertle's smell-based prestidigitation.
They're like, oh, and then there's like, I can do this all day.
It
You
smells,
can't.
but he's calm. He's calm about it. As well, she smells, but I would too if I was.
But she
What was
clutches
crime
you like
mess?
ferociously, sort of like digging her fingers into your shoulder blades. She just kind of
Well.
cries into your cloak.
Shoulder blade. Thanks.
It's true.
You
Single tear.
Yeah. Do I shed
uh,
one? The phantom pain's real.
And she says, "Please bring back Gertruda."
What does she look like?
She repeats this, and does not like answer your question at all.
extend upon it, yeah.
She just keeps repeating, "My daughter."
Can I take note of this lady's features, like her hair color and stuff? Just
Oh, absolutely. You might say you'd add her to your journal.
Oh no.
if someone else has black hair and looks pale, crying a lot, we can assume. Christopher. Oh, Christopher.
Oh, Christopher.
If the characters give Billy Ralph, you might want to get rid of that. I don't want to give Billy Ralph a hard time.
No, that's in there intentionally.
Oh no. This is about to fucking club us, boys. I love these dudes.
What's going on?
I'm just looking at the people in Barovia Village.
Okay.
I'll probably rephrase that, but there's no information in there that you guys couldn't glean.
Yeah. We'll do our best. That's all we can do.
As you go to like start walking out, she doesn't really let go of the hug, and you kind of end up like pulling her a little bit.
Using this, turn her away from the treasure chest and give Dante a very specific look. And then
Dante,
eye
make a stealth
darting,
check with advantage.
eye darting at the chest.
Say no more.
Like your face palms.
Don't see Dante just like go to the chest, you just see him disappear.
Boom.
Turns out it was a bomb. Everyone dies.
Oh shit. She had a nuke in the chest.
With advantage, Seth.
Oh.
Yeah, got that big roll.
I didn't hear that part.
Yeah. Geesh, Seth.
So
Don't know.
Dante, you just kind of creep past. And as you pry open this chest,
It's really
you
fucking
see
loud.
inside are a number of what you would gauge to be like teenage girl belongings.
Okay, close it instantly.
You see there's a couple magazines in there.
Okay.
You don't see any clothes.
Okay, good. I
You
don't
see a
want
lot of like
to.
accessories. Like there's a purse in there. There's 3 pairs of shoes.
Okay.
Best pair.
You see a lot of various knickknacks. There's a big Polaroid camera in there.
Leave
And
that.
you see that is faintly glowing with magic.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, well, that's not weird.
Oh yeah, a lot of technology is imbued with magic. Is that what I was seeing with my mage
Dante
eyes?
can't see this though because it's Julian's the one with the check.
Is that what was
Oh yeah, that's
magical?
right. Julian can see. Well, I'm describing. Julian can see the camera glow with magic.
Oh,
So that was it.
Dante, you just see a fucking normal Polaroid camera.
Oh,
I leave it.
yeah. If that's what the magical thing was, then I just...
Dante, you also see there are a couple like posters in here that look like band posters, but they've been like very neatly like rolled up and put back in here as if taken off of walls that they were previously on.
Any sign of what Gertruda looked like in here? Any pictures of her?
Maybe on the camera, but you can't really.
All right, I pull out.
what?
I'm getting out of there.
All right, you just kind of like eerily like let the chest close, and you just kind of back out.
Yeah, I attempt to release my grapple from this lady.
Yeah, you just kind of like start pulling back, and she kind of just like doesn't let you go, but you just get back far enough that she's leaning too far. She just kind of like almost kind of half stumbles, and then she kind of catches herself, and she kind of picks up the doll again, and just kind of walks over to the bed, and kind of just like kneels down next to it, kind of putting the baby on the bed, like, just at the foot, and just going, "Yes, my daughter Gertruda, safe and sound." She kind of strokes the side of her head.
I give Miriam a look that says, "Let's frickin' bounce."
she looks very pitifully and kind of sadly at the woman, and it kind of turns to you and very slowly kind of nods, and she walks out of the room.
Give one last look back and a fist pump. Say, we'll find her. Don't you worry. We're the good boys. Take that.
You
to
can
the
still
back.
hear like some crying coming from inside the room, but you're not sure if it's like sadness
Sad.
or like hopeful tears.
Oh, hey, kitchen. I open the fridge.
You swing open the fridge, and you see 3 rats
Oh!
leap out of the fridge.
Can I
Wait,
catch
that's
one?
food.
You want to try to catch one?
Yeah, I want to put one
Knife.
in my pocket.
Do you want to? Do you want to?
Nice.
Do you want to
Fuck,
catch
I
it?
missed.
One knife it. I'm gonna calm the little boy down. stab the
Make
knife?
a dex. Nah, yeah, animal handling check. There you go. I already should do it.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Rats.
Why are you attacking rats again?
I'm not.
Because rats are meat.
I don't eat rat meat.
What? Olive got her beans right
mean-
now.
Buy
Beans
meat
and
at the
Twinkies, apparently.
Go bought meat at
And
Walmart.
my rations.
You see these rats leap out of this fridge,
I know rat.
and you see they all kind of start running away. One kind of like looks up at you.
Remy.
I can't rotate it because it's.
Yeah, I let him on my head. He controls me like a mecha.
Dante, you kind of throw a knife at one of these rats, but it just runs past him. Miriam kind of shrieks as she runs over to your rats, just kind of away and into a hole in the side of the.
I
I-
have a plan.
I
Damn it,
chill
he got
touch one
away.
of them.
What?
Well,
I'd chill
those
touch
two, those two are gone. But Julian, as this one kind of like looks up at you,
Oh, okay.
He gets chill touched.
He gets fucking
Yeah, he
slapped.
gets obliterated.
what exactly are you doing to kind of like coo this rat over to you?
Master of Ratanese. That's probably racist.
Does the rat understand the language?
Yeah, I quickly step back. I do the little, and I offer a bit of bread that I stole from Lecker. I didn't finish it. Stuffed it in
The
my
rat
The
mouth.
bites
whole
you.
loaf?
The rat bites me.
Does a 6 hit?
No.
The rat sort of tries
Is
to
it-
bite your finger, but you kind of pull away fast, and it nips the bread in its hand, and then it sprints away with it.
Does a 23 hit it once it bites?
Oh yeah, fucking out of nowhere behind Miriam's back, she kind of streaks and ducks. This chill touch just slams this rat against the wall as it just immediately shrivels up into a like decaying husk and dies.
Ah, that's not good meat
What the
anymore.
hell? Why'd you do
Dante, you
that?
wanna take hold of the
And the
door?
bread just kind of falls onto the carpeted
I have
floor.
some
That's not
rat
even good.
hunting to do as a rat.
Why are we killing the rats?
It's not even good bread anymore. Touched a rat.
Meat.
We don't need rat meat.
Why
Have
not?
Walmart.
No,
We could buy.
Miriam kind of looks at Dante completely disgusted.
I don't have money.
What? I can
I
buy
won't.
you like a steak if you want to.
So
Julian, turning around real quick, you see that also in the fridge there is there's 3 milk cartons
Right.
that
They're
all
probably
have
off.
holes that have been nibbled in the bottom, and there is rancid spilt milk spewing out of the fridge. It's more like cottage cheese at this point,
Yep.
I slam that shut.
and the stench emanates throughout the kitchen. As you
Like,
see, also in
yeah.
here, there's like a carton of like 6 eggs.
Close.
Oh, nah. They're explosive at this
Close.
point.
Close.
One
door.
touch to go amount of pressure up in that
It does
bitch.
not help the smell, but you just kind of like very gently and gingerly close the door.
Close.
I retch a
door.
little, but I'm calm about it.
All right. Dante's had enough of this bullshit. He's leaving.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm around Miriam. I'm like, let's go go in sleep time.
Anyway,
Gotta remember where the fucking door is. There it is.
It's up north.
I just like to imagine that the whole fact that Lehu's a necromancer came out a lot sooner in this timeline.
So we just know.
Yeah.
What? Where's the reveal?
I mean, eh?
Well, no. Like necromancy, like not all necromancy spells are like big no-no. Like false life, it'd be like, oh, whatever, you cast false life. Like raising the dead is where eyes would be, like eyebrows would be raised.
Mm,
So it's your call if you'd like to do that. May change where everyone sees you, but it is currently assumed that it does not come to life.
fair enough. I mean, bone arm is probably sort of one of the fucking ones.
Dante just thinks you like
You're
bones.
metal as fuck, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
I just think you're metal as fuck.
like you could
Fair
just be into
enough.
heavy metal or something. When you say necromancy, Julian thinks raised dead as zombie,
Understandable.
not necrotic damage or
Understandable. Have a nice day.
like. Julian ain't smart.
Understandable. Have a nice.
He doesn't even think revivify is necromancy because like it's divine and they're alive and not a disgusting
dead.
zombie.
Yeah.
I immediately drag everyone. Oh well, what's Gale doing?
You all come out and you see Gale kind of looking at this like garage, or like a store in it.
God,
Um,
this goes
see, he kind of had his sword drawn, but he's currently putting it back away. He's kind of looking at the padlock at the bottom of the door.
Yeah. Hey guys. Oh wait.
We are not going back in there, by the way.
Makes sense. There's a bunch of loud stuff stirring in here. Sounds like some giants or something. Let's consider. If you guys want to go inside, we can, but I figured for now I'd watch it in case they somehow
We've already
burst out.
trespassed in enough people's homes. We're not doing.
Yeah, but we were welcome, trespasser.
Yeah, we
Again?
kind of like
What the
installed
fuck
hope.
is trespassing? I understand there's certain limits, but I don't know what the fuck.
Elliot starts pushing Yurtle and the door sort of closer to where the tavern is.
He's like,
yeah.
I need that shelter.
Yeah, let's
I
go.
follow.
Let's go into the tavern and like
Yeah.
sleep.
Yeah,
'cause
it'll
it's
go
like
to the
2 a.m.
tavern.
now.
It's like 2:30 in the morning right now.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Sleepy time.
We all make our way to the tavern.
You see,
You see someone strapped some dynamite to the door. You all blow up and die.
No, cast shield.
Nah, I cast Leku as meat shield.
Yeah, I cast like a shield.
Damn it.
Cast like a armor.
Oh, my-
Oh wait, I don't have the grammarian ring, do I?
no.
Oh, this Julian is grammarianless.
I mean, I don't have that third transform in this one. As much as that was random.
I like this loading page.
Pretty nice.
Yeah, I love this.
thank you. I was really proud of the idea. And I felt kind of awkward because Roll20 already has like a loading screen that comes
Yeah.
up, but I wanted my own.
Well, it's
Yeah.
heck worth it.
Hella
I
worth
mean, you
it.
can't really drag all the way across a long timeline of rooms as well. So having like the buffer.
So one of the
rooms-
only buildings in town with any sort of light emanating from it, you see, is this old townhouse with these sort of brown wood and tile paneling. And you see the light spewing forth as like a pillar against the fog, sort of repelling it and the rain sort of back, sort of this bright and cheery atmosphere. Above the gaping glass doorway, you see swings a dingy old sign that says Blood of the Vine, Old Bar and Tavern. And you guys can actually hear music coming from inside.
Now, assuming that U.S. law still applies, we're not allowed to be at the bar.
Not when Eric's at the fucking helm. Look at that guy. I think he gives a shit about American law.
You're right. He looks more Russian than any.
Yeah, I think he would like.
Oh,
would be
comrades,
offended.
vodka all around.
You guys see, this place is mostly empty. You see there's this guy at the bar who's got this big, bushy lumberjack beard, and you see he's balding up top. And you see he's just kind of standing there, just idly cleaning a glass, as a good bartender always does.
Yeah. Can't be a
You
bartender and
also
not
see
do
these
that.
3 beautiful women, all sort of wearing these, like, sort of short up little white dresses, all kind of sitting around, and they all 3 kind of shoot you a glance as they see you all walk in. And you see off in the corner there's a man sort of smoking, with sort of this red sort of leather jacket on over black slacks and black shirt. And there's also a mastiff dog sitting by the fire.
Oh,
I
doggo.
walk up to the dog.
Make an handling check.
Ooh. I ain't fishing in that.
Nice.
Ooh,
Still pretty good in it.
Hell yeah. The dog kind of like growls at you for a sec, kind of backing away. And as you kind of stand there, it kind of like walks up to you, kind of gives you a... and then just kind of sits down next to you. And receives affection.
Yo,
all
shower it
good
with
dogs
pats
do.
and that. And then slowly start whispering to it like, what's up?
The aid is still going, but the sanctuary wears.
Oh.
Look who's gonna, now that he's inside and out of the rain, gonna take off his bone armor.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
Dispel.
it's like, hopefully it's protected his clothes at least.
Yeah, you're, you and Yurdo are the 2 that are like completely dry. Everyone else is a little bit soggy. Gale is probably completely soaked.
I take off my cloak.
It's a flourish, and you sort of got this like sopping wet blanket in one hand. But the rest of your clothes have actually succeeded in staying pretty dry.
And you all laughed. Now,
Well, I
who's
didn't
the
laugh.
dry one?
Gale, I don't know if the air genasi is some kind of like weird dryer ability.
They
Blow
just
dry.
become an air dryer.
I mean, I just have a hoodie.
I'm gonna
I said
tiredly
pants, hopefully.
stroll up to the bar.
One would hope.
Dante, you can see that these three women all kind of look around at all of you, kind of like their eyes flickering between Yertle and Gale and Julian and the rest of you, and they're all kind of like excitedly talking to themselves, like almost a whisper. Quiet enough you can't hear, but they're not like. Pss, 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 pss. Julian, what do you do?
I go up to Eric. Is this table high enough?
Yeah, I'm following
I
my
gotta-
best friend.
I gotta hoist myself. Okay, I'll sit in this one. You got it, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
No, I'm gonna
You see, he
sit
does
close.
not like move over to go stand in front of where you're sitting. And you see, he's just like still cleaning glasses, and he's looking straight. So Julian, he's kind of looking at you, but he doesn't lock eyes with you. So he kind of just stares there.
Since it's like 2:30, Julian is giving like the exact same expression back.
Yeah, exactly. This is everyone's expression right now. Everyone's exhausted.
It's like, do you guys have any rooms for me or my friends?
He puts a cup in front of you, Julian, and he puts a cup in front of Dante. And he says, "What'll it be?"
A bed.
Bed.
He looks over at Dante.
Menu.
He just keeps looking at you.
A list of drink. All right.
Dante, make a perception check.
Okay, P for perception. All right, we do all right.
You can see that underneath, sort of, there's like a copious amount of wine over there. You see there are pitchers and entire bottles of it. Below that, there are a few 2 liters of soda.
Big
What
soda.
what sody pops we got?
So there's Diet Sprite,
The old
Red Blooded
Diet.
Pepsi.
What's your weight, man?
There's Sierra Mist, and then there are 3 jugs of Hawaiian Punch.
I think I'll take the Hawaiian Punch.
We need
He
a
nods at you,
bed,
Dante?
Not...
And he, like, very slowly shambles over, kind of bends down, grabs the Hawaiian Punch, walks back, and then fills your cup full of it, and then turns to you, Julian, and says, "What'll it be?"
I need to give you money to let us sleep somewhere. It's 2 a.m.
And Leku, he turns and looks to you, and just kind of over the two of them says, "What'll it be?"
Nothing for me, thanks.
Turns to you, Dante, and says, "That'll be $1."
Okay.
Like swivel around, like grab the
Pound
sides of my head,
38,
kind of rubbing my
big one.
ears, just looking quite angry.
Elliot walks over. It says, "Bloody Mary."
Oh.
And you see the guy kind of goes over and just starts making him drink.
Now, I've known Elliot for a while now. Did we ever get an age on him?
Elliot is 17 years old.
Okay, so yes, U.S. law is currently not in effect.
I mean, you did buy ammo,
That is true.
and like they were not opposed to selling you guns at all.
Seth, actually, real quick, make an intelligence check for me. Make a Dante int check.
But again, it
I
does
do alright with
pretty
intelligence. It's actually +3.
The bullets and guns were oddly displayed and oddly priced in that Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, these fake. I check
There were
your
things about
goods.
those guns and bullets that seemed cheaper and yet more expensive in different areas. which would be very unusual for normal American tea.
Shit current quality but expensive fries.
Supply and demand, baby.
Do they
Yeah.
just like look older?
The guns? No, not really. They're
Hmm.
oh, actually, never mind, I take that back. A lot of the guns looked really old. But there were also like newer models, so it didn't really cross your mind. Like, especially because this is apparently in Oregon, like it wouldn't surprise you if they had like somewhat out of date like gun
Yeah.
weaponry at the Walmart.
Yeah.
But a lot of it did look pretty old. There were maybe like 5 or 6 like newer looking guns, and most of them were just pistols. Miriam kind of leans over and says, Dante, what's that? Kind of points at your drink.
This is Hawaiian Punch, but it's about to be a little something else more.
You put the beans in? What are you gonna do?
Oh no!
Beans
No.
and punch.
Don't tempt me. There's always a bigger fish. I'll put 1 bean in.
Now it's a bean.
Make a con save.
Oh man.